Hi, my name is Kate, and you're very welcome here on my channel where I review fragrances and talk about my perfume associations. Today I want to speak about a spicy topic, the fragrances with the sexiest trail. I know that some of you girls have this fantasy about walking the street, leaving this wonderful heavenly trail of fragrance when everybody around will just sniff and try to understand where does it come from. And speaking about sexy fragrances, I believe that what's sexy about you is your personality. So I don't want to make an impression like the fragrance can make you attractive or anything, because the person who likes you will find you attractive and maybe not care so much about what fragrance you wear. But I'm confident that believing that you're wearing something very attractive, very sexy, you can feel that way too, and you can have this boost of confidence in you. And your confidence can attract people and make you look sexy in their eyes. It's how you feel. It's not how you smell. It's all about how you present yourself to this world. So let's help each other and find something that makes us feel 100%. Okay, so some of these are bottles, some of these are testers. It's, for example, I used to have a bottle and I sold it, or I just tested this fragrance multiple times and I know how it opens on my skin. Okay, so let's start with mature sexuality. This is not like a Barbie or young girlish sexy smell, but this is definitely amazing. I was wondering, should I use Portrait of a Lady, but I think Portrait of a Lady is a little too gothic, and I imagine all these old dark castles somewhere in Europe or Great Britain, somewhere in Scotland, and maybe it's a little bit different. Let's leave it for my vampire or kind of Halloween video. And Rose is one of my favorite roses and like that I've ever tried. In my video about rose fragrances, I will leave the link below there in the info box so you can watch it. I ranked it as number one. This is a spoiler, but there are many other wonderful fragrances, so watch the video if you want to know more. So, in rose, this is rose made through geranium because it's a little sharp and it has this coldness about it. So it's not really a rose. But as far as I know, perfumers don't really use rose oils now because it's very expensive and it's not very good for our ecology. So they try to use different materials to create the smell of the rose. But what's interesting about this fragrance is that to me, it's like I'm holding a huge bouquet of like over 100 like roses, and they're big and red, and I hold it like this and put my nose like that. Plus, it has this wine effect. So I definitely smell red wine. You know, this little pieces left on the bottom of the bottle, kind of this feeling. It's a beautiful scent. It's very mature. So I wear this usually not in a sunny weather. Usually it's small melancholy weather, and when I want to look very good and present myself with a lot of confidence. And yes, this is very sexy in the best way. I imagine the most beautiful women from Hollywood or something, a red carpet wearing like something like that. Next, I have two Tom Fords. Let's talk about these guys. So this is discontinued, but still not difficult to find. So I decided to add it anyway because I find this extremely sexy. This is Orchid Soleil by Tom Ford. And this is at first slightly plasticky to my nose, but it doesn't make it bad. I actually like some of this, Tom Ford's fragrances. Sometimes they have these notes of something not natural. It can be either plastic or something burning or something off, but I kind of think that this is very attractive because it makes you wonder, what is that? What is that? Like, what do I smell? I cannot understand. And it makes you go into that spiral and think about the fragrance and maybe think about the person who wears it. But it's only at first. Then it becomes this very interesting, sweet, honey-like, waxy tuberose. It's pretty sweet, but it's not cloying. It's not unpleasantly sweet, at least to me. And I think it's right that they call it Orchid, Orchid Soleil. So, Soleil in French means sun, and it's very sunny. It's, they also have Soleil Brûlant, like the kind of a burning sun, a newer fragrance. I'll leave the picture here. And it smells like really sun, like sun rays, but very hot sun rays. So this has that feel too. Although it's a very different smell, I can see similarities in them because Soleil Brûlant also has some kind of either plasticiness about this or wax. I don't know, something that is not natural, something that is not flowers or something that you can find in nature, but I kind of really like. I have that one too. I just think that this one is a little more feminine and a little more sexy. I don't really imagine this on a man. For example, a rose I can imagine on a man, and some of other fragrances from this collection, I can say that they are very unisex. This one I see on a woman. So if you have a chance before it disappears from everywhere, smell it if this sounds good to you. And another tone forward that I find very attractive, this is Tubereuse New. This is a very interesting tuberose. It smells like kind of suede tuberose. It also has a little kind of bubble gummy feel. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of leather, probably suede, not like leather. And it's sexy in a way that I don't know why, but this gives me the message, I don't care what you think about me. When I wear this fragrance, I really don't want to care. I want to feel very self-confident. I want to feel very attractive. I want to feel like I attract attention, but I kind of want to give the message that I don't care. I don't know why, don't ask. I cannot explain this. And I imagine a younger woman with like bubblegum, and she wears like a beige or white kind of leathery outfit and wears high heels, and she just like walks the street like this. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting fragrance. Okay, next, let's go to Byredo. It's been a while I talked about Byredo. So this is Lil Fleur. And in this summer, I rediscovered this fragrance because in the heat and warm weather, it smells very different to me. When it's cold, it smells more like leather and rose, but in the heat, red berries come out, and it smells very berryish to me. Like there are a lot of different, like a whole variety of red berries, but they're sour, and they're still rose, and leather kind of, it doesn't disappear, but it goes in the very back of that scene. I don't smell leather as much anymore. Yeah, very interesting. There's almost like alcohol notes too. Maybe something like sake. I don't know why. I'm sure there's no sake note in this one mentioned, but this is how I smell it. I like to wear this fragrance when I go out at night, when it's late and dark, and this kind of blends in with the night. It's also a very interesting scent, and it attracts attention, and it's very, very obvious. People usually notice it and sometimes say something about it. And once I already mentioned that I really like this scent on men. I think it sits wonderfully on men, and men should definitely wear it. Next, let's try a little one. So this is L'Interdit by Givenchy. I like this line, but I cannot really wear it. I tried to wear them, but they're just a little too sugary to me. Although this version that is called Rouge, this one is great. And this is what I can wear, just not a lot. So sometimes I just get testers and that's it, because I don't need the whole bottle. I want to enjoy it once or twice a year and I'm okay. What I like about this fragrance is the beginning, the ginger and blood orange. Oh my God, it's really beautiful. And then it transforms into this regular L'Interdit, the modern L'Interdit, not the original version. I think the first version of L'Interdit was created for Audrey Hepburn, if I'm not wrong. It was like way back in time. The modern version, because they changed it completely, it's very different from what the first one used to be. So it transforms into this orange blossom with some grape. So usually in the street, when I smell orange blossom with a lot of grape in it, I know that somebody's very lethargy. But this is my favorite version. I know that they just announced a new one, the Parfum version, I think, which is also red. I'm excited to try that one. I will definitely, as soon as it's in the stores, I'll go check it out. So far, this is my favorite. The Rouge version is nice. Next one, also about Rouge. This is Amouage Lyric Woman. And I definitely associate this with red color. And to be honest, at first I didn't like this fragrance, and now I need the bottle. So what happened? I tried this fragrance before, I tested it. I used this much in winter. And I didn't really love it in winter. It has a very strong note of incenses, and the incenses were overpowering. I couldn't smell anything but, and I kind of thought it was not as interesting. I couldn't understand why people like it so much and why they talk about all those interesting shades that open up. Although this summer it was really hot here in New York, and I tried wearing this because, as we know, Amouage is from Oman and it's supposed to be worn in kind of a higher temperature. And this is when it opened up. Oh my God, there was ginger. There was like this beautiful, luscious red rose. There were like other spices, and incenses were very soft and nice, and it's amazing. So now I'm in love and I need a bottle. I'll probably get a bottle at some point. If you have a bottle and you don't need it, you know where it should go. Yes, it's beautiful in the summer, and now I'm in love with this one. And I think it leaves this beautiful trace. And many people complimented me. Like I worked one night and like 3 or 4 people. Usually this doesn't happen. Just were asking, oh my God, what is this smell? It smells amazing. What is that? So definitely attracts people a lot. Okay. Next, Aerin. I think, Aerin. If you know how to say this right, can you tell me? Because I'm not sure about the name. Aerin or Aerin. This is Evening Rose. This is also very interesting, and I think that fragrances with alcohol note can be very sexy, and this is that. This is rose with cognac, with patchouli. I think there are also some berries in it, like blackberry or something like that. I don't remember exactly. And this is kind of smell of a woman who achieved everything in life. She has it, she made it, she has it all. And she's relaxing in her chalet in the mountains, by the fireplace, just enjoying herself with a glass of nice cognac. She has a rose kind of perfume, and there's a bowl with nice berries in front of her. Or maybe it's not winter and she just came back from her rose garden where she was taking care of her flowers. And that's why her hands smell like roses. It's beautiful. It's kind of luxurious, but in a quiet kind of way. This, quiet luxury. So this is what I would say, because it stands out, but it doesn't have a lot of projection and a lot of sillage. But at first, like it projects maybe first couple hours, and I can smell the kind of cognac and rose in the projection, which is also can be very interesting. I think it's beautiful. Another small guy is BDK. It's Rouge Smoking. Some people compare it to Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian, and I agree. They both have a very strong orange blossom note, this, kind of sweet orange blossom note that Kilian loves a lot. And that's all. That's all they have in common. There are also notes of cherry, heliotrope, tonka beans, bergamot, pepper. I actually smell pepper here a lot, especially in the beginning, in the opening. I think it's kind of a grown-up Love Don't Be Shy. because the Killian's Love, it's a little more flirty and fun. It's also sexy. But this one is a little bit more grown up, I would say. I think Killian's Love just grew up, got a nice job, or I don't know, started some business and kind of, did all that. Because the pepper and tonka beans here, they ground it because it's more grounded. Love Don't Be Shy is kind of in the air, angel's wings or something like that. This one is definitely not. I associate it with a little bit more dark fragrance than Love. This one I would say more of a darker red color, or maybe even brown color, because it definitely has a slightly different mood, even though they both have a very, very strong note of orange blossom and have something in common. There's a whole block they have in common in the structure, but the rest and the tones and the mood are different. So I wouldn't say that they're similar, they're not. And I think it's a little bit sexier because Love Don't Be Shy is a little like, look at me, look at me. This one is less of look at me, but you're still looking because it's impossible not to notice. So Miel by Chopard. Amazing. I call this vampire fragrance. I really don't remember where I heard that, but this is just stuck in my head, and I started calling this vampire fragrance because it has this note of pomegranate and honey, maybe a little bit of rose. So slightly sour and tart, but it has this very, very light sweetness about it. And the tea note kind of rounds it. So it's round. It's not a flat fragrance. It's changing. It's playing on your skin, and it's really beautiful. And I imagine this as a nighttime scent too, when you want to be all mysterious. This smells like mystery to me. This like dark red kind of burgundy color, or maybe even this dark green color and gold. It's very chic. It's something that a woman could wear with a velvet dress when like she's just stunningly beautiful. Her hair is done. She has red lips. And oh, this is unforgettable. I really like the scent. I don't wear it a lot because it requires a special mood. But if you have a very sexy date, you're going to the opera or something like this, go here. This will work for sure. Trust me, because it's beautiful. You would be like a very beautiful vampire that is seductive to everyone. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this set. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back for more videos. I'm having something coming very soon. Bye bye.